So we are more than on our way to finishing our 21-day taming of our attachment to the Hungry Ghost's favorite habits, or at least looking at them, beginning to understand more of how much of a pull they have on us. And for segment 5, the lesson that I really want people to take away is that we want to be focused more on creation than consumption. So when we have these moments in our day where we are almost like mindlessly consuming, whether it be social media, whether it be lab foods, whether it be, shopping online, whatever it is, when we get into that state to kind of course correct and be like, okay, what is it that I need to express right now? What is it that I need to create right now instead? Because if we're in a state of creation, we're probably not in a state of consumption, which is really a cool thing to think about. But the other side of this coin is, at least from a holistic perspective, whether or not we are expressing what we are evolving through, processing, moving through or not, it will be expressed through us. So you can think of times where you've been in a space with someone and they say nothing is wrong, there's nothing going on with them, everything's fine, and you can palpably feel that everything is not fine. Or you can see that they're in a state of overconsumption. Maybe they're drinking excessively or chain smoking, or they can't put down their phone. They're in some sort of hungry ghost behavior where it's almost like jarring because it's hard to even connect with them because of how much consumption has taken over them. In those moments, they are expressing whether or not they're doing it intentionally or not, right? And it doesn't need to be that extreme. Like recently, I got really sick. I've been sick the last few days. I had to just sleep. And I immediately knew as soon as it happened, like, damn, like I know where this is coming from. And I've been in a state of perpetually doing. I've taught like 6 workshops in the past month. I started assisting a course at a university. I have had tons of clients that have had like a little bit of a heavier load as of recently. I'm running this course, this program. I've been still trying to socialize and do all this other stuff. And so when I got sick and had to sleep for 48 hours, I knew my body was expressing a truth that I was not acknowledging. Does that make sense? So learning how to express ourselves is a way that we can kind of prevent expression happening through us unintentionally, if that makes sense. So we want to, and this, you can translate it into your own words. I'm just giving you like trailheads and you go there on your own. But a takeaway is, if we feel ourselves in a state of perpetual consumption, it is time to find a way to express or create. That is all. That is the most important thing I think you can take away from this. How to free ourselves from feeling bondages around expression, how to alchemize emotions into art and other creative formats. For example, originally when I made The Hungry Ghosts as a workbook, it was because I was working through this process and wondering, like, why do I need to do this every year? Why is this so important to me? And wanting to find a way to express and share that with other people. It was coming from a really authentic place, not like a people-pleasing place or you affirm me place, but hey, I need to put this into words so that other people understand. Because at some point, I think someone thought I was doing a diet every season, and I was just like, no, that's not really what's going on. So there's something that was very healing through expressing this process. This isn't necessarily what someone would consider an art piece, but to me, this is art. This is my creative expression. And then starting to see creative expression as a form of vital life force. And this can go anywhere, whether it be you cooking your own food and making it really colorful, or setting up your home so it's expressive of your spirit and you want to be there, your outfits and the way that you dress yourself, but just what are you putting out into the world that can be viewed and seen, and in a way that is authentic rather than catering to consumerism and what you're being taught that should be expressed. screw that? How can you be more and more yourself, and in a way that it takes away shame and doubt and any of that? Because when we are holding that, we are more likely to be in spaces and need to numb out through some of the Hungry Ghost's favorite habits. So just something to think about. All right. Okay. I'll see you soon for segment 6 and 7, and we'll have a check-in call at the end of the week or a final send-off. Take care. Bye.